Modern Ravnica stands at a crossroads, a world city shaped by 10 millennia of guild rule, but now drifting into a new era defined by political uncertainty, shifting alliances, rising unrest, and the inconsistent presence of the Living Guildpact. Each district pulses with competing interests: the law-driven halls of the Azorius Senate, the explosive laboratories of the Izzet League, the solemn sanctuaries of the Selesnya Conclave, the haunted wealth of the Orzhov Syndicate, the riotous carnivals of the cult of Rakdos, and the fractured wilds of the Gruul clans. Below the streets, the Golgari swarm expands its quiet influence, while the Simic Combine reshapes life through biomancy. In the shadows, House Dimir manipulates information, and across the city, the Guildless struggle for survival in a system never designed to serve them. Today's Ravnica is a city where tradition meets instability, where ancient structures strain under modern pressures, and where every guild action alters the fragile balance holding the world city together. Modern Ravnica is defined by intense political pressure. With the ancient Guildpact long gone and the Living Guildpact frequently absent, each guild has expanded its influence in subtle and overt ways. The Azorius Senate responds with heavier legislation, drafting new laws to compensate for the lack of supernatural enforcement. Their attempts to regulate public behavior create friction in districts already overwhelmed by economic strain and inter-guild disputes. The Boros Legion, stretched thin, struggles to keep the peace. Raids from the Gruul clans grow more frequent, Rakdos riots erupt without warning, and territorial conflicts demand constant intervention. Meanwhile, the Orzhov Syndicate tightens its grip through predatory contracts that trap desperate citizens in cycles of debt. Even guilds not traditionally involved in political power find new opportunities. The Simic Combine advances controversial biological projects, believing adaptation is necessary for the future. The Izzet League develops arcane infrastructure to stabilize districts threatened by rising unrest. At the same time, House Dimir quietly gathers intelligence, shaping outcomes behind closed doors. This mounting pressure defines the modern era, a period where guild ambitions intensify as centralized authority weakens. Each district of modern Ravnica reflects the tensions pulling the city in multiple directions. In precincts dominated by the Azorius, life becomes increasingly regulated, with strict curfews and expanded surveillance. The Boros fortify barracks and checkpoints, preparing for uprisings that break out with growing frequency. Districts touched by the Rakdos pulse with unpredictable performances that can shift from celebration to catastrophe in moments. In older, neglected areas, the Golgari swarm rises quietly. They expand rot farms, reclaim forgotten tunnels, and convert crumbling architecture into thriving ecosystems. These undercity expansions concern the Orzhov, whose funerary businesses depend on maintaining control over death and ritual. Meanwhile, Selesnya communities provide sanctuary for the weary, offering stability through unity and shared purpose. Yet their influence creates ideological conflict with guilds focused on profit or authority. Simic sanctuaries stand as pockets of controlled evolution, where new hybrid forms emerge in response to perceived threats. Modern Ravnica is a patchwork of power centers, each shaped by the guild that dominates it, and each increasingly strained by the pressures of a changing world. Unrest grows across the world city as economic inequality widens and guild regulations tighten. The Guildless, already vulnerable, bear the brunt of these pressures. Rising costs, limited opportunities, and territorial conflicts force many into dangerous work or black markets. Street protests break out as communities demand protection, resources, or relief from burdensome laws. The Boros struggle to maintain control without escalating violence. Their presence helps contain riots, but the scale of unrest tests their ability to remain impartial peacekeepers. Meanwhile, the Azorius respond with more legal restrictions, unintentionally fueling frustration among citizens who feel crushed by bureaucracy. Guild clashes compound the problem. Izzet experiments destabilize infrastructure, Gruul raids destroy property, and Rakdos performers turn festivals into chaotic eruptions. Even nature itself strains under the weight of the city, prompting the Selesnya to warn of ecological collapse. These tensions undermine the foundations of Ravnica's stability. Without a fully present living Guildpact, coordinated solutions become difficult, and many fear that unchecked unrest may lead to open conflict. In the background of modern Ravnica, unseen forces manipulate the course of events. House Dimir continues its subtle operations, infiltrating guild bureaucracies and influencing political movements. Their agents gather intelligence on every guild, shaping decisions through whispered messages, erased memories, and redirected investigations. The Orzhov expand their influence through debt contracts that bind citizens and businesses into long-term servitude. Their spectral leadership ensures continuity across generations, exploiting instability to increase profit. Meanwhile, Rakdos troops take advantage of unrest to grow their audiences, turning public discontent into fuel for their performances. Simic experimentation becomes both a promise and a threat. Their hybrid creations may help Ravnica withstand future dangers, but critics fear they might become dangers themselves. The Izzet too push technological boundaries, creating inventions that could stabilize the city, or destabilize it further. These hidden movements shape Ravnica's political climate as much as public actions do, weaving a web of influence beneath the surface of daily life. Modern Ravnica exists in a state of uncertain balance. Without the constant presence of the Living Guildpact, guilds act with greater independence, pushing agendas that sometimes align with the city's needs and sometimes clash dramatically with them. The Azorius strive for stricter order, the Boros struggle to prevent violence, the Orzhov seek profit, the Gruul seek destruction, the Selesnya seek unity. The Izzet seek solutions buried in volatile experiments. Despite these tensions, Ravnica endures. Its citizens adapt, its streets continue to pulse with life, and its guilds remain entwined in the complex system that has sustained the world city for thousands of years. Yet the future remains uncertain. The next era will depend on whether cooperation emerges, or whether conflict reignites on a scale the city has not seen since before the Guildpact. Modern Ravnica stands balanced between ambition and instability. A world city shaped by the 10 guilds, yet sustained by millions of ordinary lives. As political pressure mounts, as ancient agreements weaken, and as each guild pushes its own agenda, the city endures through constant adaptation. Its districts pulse with conflict and creativity. Its infrastructures strain under new demands, and its future depends on forces both seen and unseen. Yet through every challenge, Ravnica remains a living organism, vast, diverse, and driven by the people who fill its endless streets. In the next episode, we step away from guild politics and explore the races of Ravnica: the Loxodon, Vidalcan, goblins, elves, minotaurs, centaurs, Viashino, Simic hybrids, Kraul, and countless others who give the world city its identity. We'll examine their cultures, traditions, histories, and the unique roles they play in shaping Ravnica's past, present, and future.